Hello, hello, and welcome back to Shadow Space. Ooh, hang on, I just realized the music is too loud. There we go. Welcome back to Shadow Space. Yeah. Um. Last time on Shadow Space. Oops, wrong UI. Hang on, I just realized that UI is inaccurate. Give me just a second. Don't worry. This will only take a moment.
It was planned from the beginning.
I just gotta. Okay, there we go. Now the UI is correct.
Oh no.
So
My character hasn't eaten or slept. Oh, fuck.
We are stressed. I'm so sorry.
words. I can use them. I'm good at starting sessions. So, we're just gonna get right into it without an episode recap. Hope you've all watched last episode. Let me quickly take a sip of my coffee and then we'll
He's
start.
trying to walk off a chapel, and Darwin is angry.
I don't even remember when the last.
He knows we're stopping him.
Last session was only a couple weeks ago. So, as we open up, we open up in a hang on 1 second, fuck.
Hang on 1 second, you fuck.
We open up in a 1 second, fuck. Sorry, I'm just checking something in my notes real quick, which is to say I'm DMing a player so I don't have to spend 10 minutes scrolling through my notes.
I apologize for crunching so loud.
So players, quickly look at your DMs, and I'm going to start describing the scenes while I wait for the answer from the person I DM'd. So, as we open up, we are in a facility of some kind. Sleek, white and gray walls. The hallway has a sort of ovular, almost egg shape to it. You know, a little wide on the bottom, narrowing at the tip, curved walls. Regular support structure, supporting things running along, pipes and beams, and signs directing people to where emergency exits are, med bay, research facility, etc. And a alarm is going off. People are quickly scurrying around, and amongst them is a man in combat gear, clean-shaven, short brown hair. This is Max. Max.
Jeez.
Your memory of this moment is vague. You don't remember why you were doing what you were doing. You remember there was a panic, that you were a soldier, that it was your job to protect the people here, to put your life on the line for others. And now, something was happening. You make your way through the halls. Excuse me. Your commander comes in over the communication device. We need everybody to begin evacuating citizens right away. Something's happened. The station is entering a retrograde. It's going to crash back down onto the planet. The engineers are doing everything they can, but get people to escape pods as fast as you can. And then it cuts out, and you hear an explosion. In this moment, you felt torn. You know that there's a group of people not far away, scientists who will need to be evacuated. You also know that there's somebody, you can't remember who, but there was somebody you cared about who needed your help as well. And in the last direction, the sound of the explosion. Potentially the source of what's happening. Where do you go?
I'm I'm gonna go down to investigate the person that needs my help, or that I feel that is important that needs
Alright.
my help.
You know, back in the time when this happened, that you knew who it was, but your mind is foggy, like this was a lifetime ago. You begin running through the halls. Your communications come back online for a moment. The sound of gunfire. We have intruders! We have intruders! There's somebody attacking the station! We need all hands on Deck C as soon as possible! You run through your memory. Deck C is in the direction of the explosion. Do you keep going where you're going?
Yes.
You continue going to the person you care about. You continued going to the person you care about. Pushing through the halls, you arrive at a doorway. A name written on it. The text illegible. Your brain is foggy. This memory hurts to recall. You hit the button to open the door, and on the other side is void. Purple stars, black mist, and in the midst of it, Earth on fire. The lost planet, the home of humanity. You recognize it. You remember being there. A figure turns around. They're staticky, half there. A name brushes through your mind. Abraham. You know him. You remember him. His head tilts for a moment. Well, this is interesting. Suddenly you feel a crushing pain as the hallway around you collapses. The pull of the vacuum of space yanks you out towards him, and then suddenly you're underneath rubble. Your eyes try to blink to come into focus. You scatter between this half-remembered foggy memory and being in the rubble of the chapel, the building you're in. A severe pain runs through your head. You look around for a moment. You see a sheet of metal. You see a reflection. Pieces of the magnetic stone are embedded in your head. The figure, only half manifest, approaches you, the other half of their body seeming to disappear into fog, into shadow dust. He kneels down. I didn't know that another human was still alive. A true human. It's good to see you again, Max. He reaches out his hand, placing it on your head, and you feel throbbing. Max.
Yes.
Make an upgrade to your gravity powers. What do you want to do?
Oh. I wonder, is it possible to upgrade his powers where he gets, like, I don't know, a disintegration effect?
In what way do you mean? Like you want to disintegrate other things, or
Yeah,
yourself, or
no, disintegrate other things.
your mind is filled with this knowledge that wasn't there. You've already had this feeling that you know is foreign, that you could feel and almost see gravity waves around you. You could tell what had higher gravities. It was almost like a ripple in space, but now that changes. You see the molecular bonds between things coming apart at the seams. You see everything turning to dust. And then you hear behind you, "Stay away from him." The figure kneeled over you. Abraham looks up. Another shadow touched. I've done what I need to do. He'll live. But who are you? And then the figure fades away and stood over you instead is somebody who looks almost like Seth, but different. For one, more human, more clean cut, a little bit more fit. It's like almost like if Seth was never a splicer stood over you. You can't help but feel you've seen this person somewhere before, beyond them looking like Seth. He kneels down. You need to keep yourself together. Him. Or her. And then there's a flash. You're back in the hall for a brief moment. On the other end of the door, you see a young girl, short brown hair. She looks up at you worried, and then you find yourself coming to. Everybody else. When we left off, Barbara, you had just come to everybody saying you did it. You destroyed the stone. Yay! And then everybody told you, like, hang on, Max went up there.
Yay!
Max?
I
Max?
guess it was a hole in one.
I imagine you're all
What?
gonna start running up
Yeah.
to check
Yes.
on him.
You imagined correctly.
You all begin going up the staircase to where the collapsed part of the building is, and just as you go up and you're immediately digging into the rubble, trying to get him out. Anything any of you want to say or do? Anything you're feeling?
Barbara is just panicking, going, please, oh please, no, please, not again, please, God, please be okay.
Come on. Better be alive, come on!
And then suddenly, there's a surge of energy, and all the rubble just starts to turn to sand, crumbling into dust before you, and you see Max shoot up from the dust, his eyes glowing purple, his hair standing on head, his clothes rippling, has raw shadow energy radiates off him for a moment. His head bleeding, his bones broken. You can see that pieces of the magnetic stone have clearly embedded themselves in him from the blast. And then he collapses down onto the sand. The metal and concrete dust, fully unconscious.
Fuck!
Medical. We need to take him to the medical bay.
You know, you're gonna need to.
Well, luckily the people you
Okay.
guys are with are medics.
Hey.
What is the group called? It was the, oh, what the fuck? Hang on, my art program is glitching. Hang on, art program is glitching. What is happening? Come on. Half the UI is, invisible for some reason, so I can't interact with it. Give me a second.
Oh no.
I gotta close it and reopen it.
My spine is splitting in half.
What?
No.
Oh, your spine. I thought you said I spy is splitting in half, and I'm like, what does that mean?
It's me. I'm dying.
Hot. Wish that were me.
No. No.
Murder you.
Murder me, daddy.
How dare you? No. Don't say that. No. Banish.
I can't find the group's name in my notes right now, so whatever. But the people you were with. Fuck.
We need a medic.
We
What?
need a medic over here! Come on!
You all hurry Max down. trying to get him the medical care he needs. You all have to slow down for a little bit, spend some time here so that he can actually recover. But the people very quickly start to tend to him and tell you that he seems to be okay, that none of the damage seems to be too severe. They just gotta put him in some casts, let his bones recover, you know, realign them, and then they can start injecting him with stuff to help the bones regrow faster and stabilize. They'll be glad to help. You know, that's what they're here for, to help everybody they can as much as they can.
Mm-hmm. Can I help?
Me too.
Well, unless any of you are medically trained, there's nothing you can do, but we'll do the
I
best
only
to
have
help your friend
scientists.
alongside the others.
I only have scientists.
Also, Max's armor is completely broken.
Mm-hmm.
Words. After a little bit, you know, I mentioned that they're bringing people, or if you recall, they were bringing people to your ship so they could take them out of hazmat suits and give them medical treatment. They've more or less brought Max to your guys' ship to recover while they treat him. So they've turned your ship into just a makeshift medical bay in the midst of this disaster, so they can take people out of hazmat gear. And
But how does the area look now since we destroyed the stone?
Well, I mean, things are still a little fucked up. An earthquake hit the area. It's not good. There's still a raging storm overhead. Because you do still have, if I go over to the map on the draw thing.
There's still one more stone.
Yeah, there's still one more stone for you guys to take out, which I should start marking the destroyed stones off.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are all chilling out, or, not really chilling out, but stressing over your nearly dead friend, you notice Hyundai is putting on one of the pieces of hazmat, suits of hazmat equipment.
Hyundai?
What's he doing?
It's okay.
He looks up. I'm getting off your guys' ship.
It's fair. It's fair.
I was asked to leave. And this is where I came from, and my people need me, clearly. My holiday can wait. I can go with others for it.
Again, I'm sorry we couldn't give you the holiday you were looking forward to. But you're a wonderful company.
I have to leave.
No, it's fine. You guys have too much going on as is. Good luck to all of you. And as this is happening, Max, you come to and you are just about able to overhear that, and you're now awake. If you want to tune in and say anything. Max?
Yes.
Yes. Did you not hear what I said?
Max?
No, you cut out.
Your character is starting to wake up alongside the as Hyundai's talking about going.
Going where?
He looks up.
Max,
Max?
You're alive! Thank God.
I imagine everybody goes and hugs him.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Hyundai,
I'm so sorry.
Hyundai
One
was
hell
just
of a shot,
saying,
kid. One hell of a shot.
You doing alright there?
Just shut up. Save your strength.
Shut up! I'm not dying. I'm just hurt.
I'm sorry.
My
Yes.
knees or anything like that.
I'm so sorry.
He's full. All of your limbs are in casts, and there's bandaging wrapped around you, and you have some surgery scars. Because they removed pieces of rubble or shrapnel from you. I'm just hurt.
It's just a flesh wound. I'll be fine. The Black Knight me. It's just a flesh wound.
The Black
Great name.
Knight.
Hyundai wishes to go. Stay here with them.
Alright.
He nods. You all don't need me. You have your own issues you're dealing with. And it's been made clear that I need to go.
Hyundai, it's fine. Stay.
No, it's... who was it that told him to leave last time? One of you guys told him to leave. I forget who it was now.
It was not Hopper.
Well, if it wasn't Hopper or anyone else, I would probably guess
Oh,
it was
Mackenzie.
Barbara.
Or Barbara.
Even though I don't remember that. It does sound like something Mackenzie would do. But
Someone had told him to go,
if
and
you say that,
he just said, like, I don't have a hazmat suit. I forget who it was now. Shit. He looks at the person who said that, and then he's gonna be like, it's best if I go, and then he leaves.
Okay.
I'm a good DM.
Hopefully, we can see each other again soon. Maybe on your holiday.
Yeah. And he steps off the ship. Mackenzie stretches a little. Well, that's one less bit of baggage. How much longer is it going to take these guys to heal all these people? We need to get going if we're going to save everyone here. And the sooner we save everyone,
Are
the
we
sooner
boring
we go.
Yes, I forgot the Ray of Sunshine was here with us. Hello to you two.
Words. She looks over a second. Well, the longer we sit here, the closer that lunatic's army marches to where your other friend is locked in a pod, and we have a stone to destroy. Now that the gravity manipulator here is awake, we should all probably get going. Once they're all done treating their sick. One of the medical professionals is like, we have finished administering all the medication we need. Thank you so much for all the help you gave us. We don't think we'll be needing the ship again. Hopefully we'll have more support coming soon.
Well, we are more than happy to have helped.
I'm sorry about your staple.
It's fine. You all claim that stone that was atop was causing this issue, so if that's gone, hopefully things will get better.
There's 2 more places we gotta go that have stones,
One more.
though.
No, one more.
Oh, thank God.
Hopefully the shit can be done and over with.
And again, I'm glad that we were able to help you all. I'm sorry about your friend. Because one of the medic guys fucking got obliterated.
Yeah,
In Darwin.
It's fine. We're recovering.
Well, at least he's now with the stars. And he may be a guiding light.
They smile, a sweet sentiment. Sadly, the universe isn't very open to sentiment like that. But you'd best to get going. If you say you can stop this disaster, you should. Fuck, I'm getting a phone call. Character interrupt.
Well, that.
Well, the medics get off the ship now. It's just us preparing. They're like, okay, Max.
Yeah,
He's like in crutches and all that stuff. He's like, alrighty, let's go fuck some shit up.
You're not even in crutches. You're full on like your arms are in casts. You're stuck like a Lego man.
I can function better than 90% of the people on this planet, even with my debilitations.
It's a handstand. He tried
You
doing
do
a
it.
handstand.
You do a handstand, I do a handstand while floating.
You see, I only broke one ankle this time.
Yes. It's okay, one less ankle I don't need.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm just glad you're okay now, Max.
Yeah.
What was that all about anyway? Like, a bunch of rebels on you were trying to take you out, and suddenly it all turned into sand. And you were, like,
I'm gonna
shimmering
be
and
just a moment.
glowing.
I'm so sorry. I'll be back as fast as I can. Continue to
Okay.
character interact.
You're shimmering, glowing with shadow energy. Before you collapsed onto the sand of what used to be the rubble of the people.
When I was out, I had some vague recollections of my past.
Oh? Can you tell us?
Not much, but I saw a planet, and I saw it was on fire, and I saw just lots of chaos going around. And then I ended up stuck under some rubble, and then I recall a guy by the name of Abraham.
Abraham? He looks to everyone else. Like, they recognize that name.
Seth, no? I don't know.
Well, I guess, like, what we do know as before Brian can help us with that information. Do you think your character will know a character named Abraham?
No,
I doubt it.
I don't think so.
I can't really recall. But why do you weird way to happen. How is this person important to your memory? I guess I'm sure you're trying to figure that out too, I'm assuming.
They must have had something to do with my powers.
You think this person gave you powers?
Possible. Maybe they could have caused the incident that I saw. That's another theory, too.
So wait, how... If you saw a planet on fire, that's kind of scary. Even though this planet was pretty much full of a raging storm, but on fire seems very world-ending, quite literally.
That is very interesting. What else did you sort besides that?
Not much. There was a little girl on the ship with us, but I don't remember her name. And then there were scientists too, so it must have been some sort of research vessel.
Let's see.
More mysteries for all of us to unfold about each other. Well, looks to Steph. I kinda know about Steph. But I don't know much about Barbara. And I know you're the biggest mystery, but it's good that you actually given some puzzle pieces. She was saying that to Max. Well, I would hug you, but I don't want to bruise your stitching. But, they did give you some injections that basically helped you with your bones and stuff, so if you just rest a little while longer, you should be able to walk in a few minutes or so. So that's a good plus.
That explains why I feel more stuffed than a stocking stuffer.
Well, this is to make sure your bows reattach properly. Yeah. Mm. Looks
I
to.
don't know how you can
Yeah.
make jokes about all this. I almost
Sorry.
killed you.
Sorry about that.
Are you good?
Yeah, but Barbara, I'm gonna let you know on something. So it was like 90% of the universe. Nothing is new from that.
He's like an old soul. He always cracks jokes in any formal moment. You kind of get used to it. Some of them are actually pretty funny.
Well, it's good to have you back. I don't want to see you dead.
I would have. I don't know what I would have done if you actually did die. You've been with us since forever. I don't want to lose one of my closest friends.
I wouldn't
No.
focus too much on the what ifs. I would focus on what we do know.
True.
That-
Well,
I almost killed you.
Well, you didn't. So there's that. You can't
Papa
kill what
goes
doesn't want to stay dead. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that.
Hopper hugs Barbara.
Barbara steps away from Hopper
Hmm.
before she can. I think I need to be alone for a little bit.
Okay.
The only place you could be alone is literally the bathroom, or your sleeping pad, or the repair room. But I think we're all in the repair room right now, because that's where the medical bed is at too.
Yeah.
So you gotta go to the bathroom, the pilot area, or the sleeping pod. So I guess
Yeah,
you
I'm
could
gonna go
fly us to the next location if you want.
Yeah, I'll go to the cockpit.
Okay.
Want me to come along, Barbara? You alone time.
I just want to be alone. I imagine Mackenzie would probably start to follow me, but then I just like walk out of the room before she can say anything.
Probably. Or maybe she would stay here to throw some quick witty bits to piss people off and go back to you. Hmm. They had to shave off more of your hair.
Oh great, now I
No,
need
yeah,
to pee.
Go pee. Piss in
Go
the cup.
pee.
Go piss, girl.
Go piss, girl!
Hopper just looks like, yeah, they
That's
shave
a
a bit more of your hair.
there's a Hero Infinite character. Piss girl. I mean, sorry, we're on Twitch. Water sports girl.
No! Oh! I hate everything about it.
Anywho, Hopper's just like, Your armor's destroyed, by the way. And I'm not really a tailor or a wet armor maker.
I
Sorry.
can always find some more armor, or find someone to repair my armor.
Or maybe in the classic way we used to do it, steel armor.
Sure.
Back.
Welcome back.
Back.
Well, Barbara went to piss, aka Tristan had to go pee.
Hmm.
Barbara feels really bad and went to the cockpit, and we assumed that Mackenzie's gonna say some mean girl shit and go follow Barbara to the cockpit. But if you come back, you're free to entertain us with Mackenzie words.
Yee.
Death.
Anyway, you guys carry on your roleplay. Sorry I had to step away like that.
No, we literally were saying like that is if you want to say something as Mackenzie, you can.
Yeah. I just don't know what was going on with the conversation, so just carry on for however you guys were going. Sorry about that.
Oh well, we're just like, oh, we feel bad, and then Max and his like, shit happens. If you've been around long enough, you could just make a joke out of anything by this point, and it's nothing new. And
Mm-hmm.
Barbara just kind of like, oh, okay, I feel bad. Hopper tries to hug. Barbara said no, not really saying it, but it steps away from the hug.
Oh.
And so Barbara's just like, I need space alone, and then cockpit.
Hmm.
And that's what we said. Like Mackenzie probably would have said something, and then go to cockpit as well.
No, Mackenzie was in the bathroom. That's what we're gonna say. And Mackenzie's stepping
Okay.
out of the bathroom now.
Okay.
She
She wouldn't piss
we
girl.
don't
It's crazy.
We don't need to hear the words of wisdom from Mackenzie.
Well, she's stepping
Well,
out of the bathroom, so
Well, Hopper was saying, okay, the last bit officially being said was that Hopper was mentioning how Max's armor was destroyed and that since she's not a tailor or armor maker, so she cannot fix it. And he was like, oh, that's okay, maybe you could find someone or just buy new armor. And Hopper's like, well, look, or we could do like we used to do, just steal it. And she was kind of letting out a little giggle.
all the guys are like unpacking and getting off their ship, and one of them glances up for a moment when you say that, like he's about to say something, and then lowers his head. And just as they're all getting off the ship, Mackenzie steps out of the bathroom, stretching a little bit. She glances up, sees Barbara's not there, and she says, "So, are we gonna be taking off now then?"
She's in the cockpit. She does a lot of the time. She's very sad.
She looks at all of you for a long moment. She's like, seemed to be contemplating saying something, squinting, and she's like, I think I need to have a talk with all of you then, since she's stepped away.
Okay.
She
Oh,
leans
no.
on the wall. Oh, it's Tristan back.
She makes sure.
I thought I just heard Tristan say,
Yeah,
oh no.
Tristan's back.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, she's gonna close the door, make sure all the workers are out.
Yee.
Sound effect.
What reason do we have to trust you? Or do we have to trust you three?
Well, I worked with Barbara and Torian, and we helped each other out.
As far
And
as
I
I've
am
seen,
part of the Scouts.
as far as I've seen, as long as all that Barbara has gotten out of being with you three is trouble. And now we've been roped into to dooming and then trying to save this planet. And I have reasons to not trust the three of you.
That's reasonable. That's fair. You pretty much still have just met up.
Why were
You could pass gender.
Why were the pulsars
That's
going
fine.
after the three of you?
Well, we have a
Because they
long
wanted my
one of
secret
history.
recipe for my blueberry pie.
That too.
What was
We
it?
all have connections to Pulsar, minus Max Foley, other than they don't. They by this point they want his secret blueberry recipe, and they're not happy. And he just doesn't like that. within proper reason.
From what I understand, you, points at Seth, have done quite a lot to make enemies of them. And they want to steal that, points at Hopper.
Players, I would never give Hopper to them.
I mean, I understand the sentiment. You don't want your things stolen.
She's
But-
not a thing, she's a person.
She's a machine.
She's a person, not a machine.
Do you not understand the fundamental difference between a living person and an inanimate object?
No, but I know the difference between fuck and you.
I was gonna say before you interrupt me, Max. I know the differences between a machine and a person. I see Hopper more than a machine.
What is wrong with you two? Well, I mean, I know what's wrong with him, points at Max. He's borderline insane from dark matter poisoning.
Thanks, Dr. Phil.
Oh?
You, did you just splice the logic out of your brain when you turned yourself into a killing machine?
I didn't
Hey.
slice anything out of my fucking brain.
I know you
Are you
had to
gonna-
make some room for all those extra teeth. Listen, the fact is, nobody makes a robot that looks like a person without good reason.
Well, I can tell you one thing, even if there's just a robot, there's still a person regardless. Can I say the same thing about a cyborg if they wanted to be a full machine? Are they still a person if they become a full machine? Or, even better, a splicer becoming a full-on abomination by splicing themselves. Are they still a person?
Well, it really depends on how far you go. So long as the human brain is there and intact, yes. A robot or a cyborg can take out their brain and drop it into a starship for all I care, and they're still a person. So long as that quintessential human slab of meat still stays intact. Meanwhile, for the
It's
splicers, it's the same thing. Unless you're trying to argue that you're not a person because of what you've done to yourself. Or that me and
I still
Barbara
have-
aren't people.
I still have my humanity. I'm talking about those who end up losing their humanity. Not those who end up just keeping their humanity. That's what I'm referring to.
I feel like you're answering your question the way you word that. If you give up your humanity, you're not a human anymore. Difference is, she was never one to begin with.
Doesn't matter. She still has humanity. Still makes
She-
choices.
it-
Still a person.
It is a machine operating off of pre-written algorithms and logic. It is
Can I
just
say
as-
that Barbara has already taken us into the air?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, so the
Alright,
ship is
continue.
flying. Listen,
Mackenzie,
I
have
don't
a question for you.
What?
If you cut a penis off a man, are they still a man?
That doesn't even matter anymore in the universe we live in. You
But
can
it matters
rewrite
in
somebody's
context.
genetic code from the ground up and turn them into whatever the fuck you want.
It matters in the context of this. If we're trying to find things as human and not human, or as man or not man, then what are those definitions per se?
Alright, well for the
How do you
line...
define that?
I don't give the fuck what a man is. What I care is what a machine and an object is. A human is a brain. Everything surrounding that doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to make you to understand is that that thing is dangerous. Do you know who built it? Do you know why they built it? Do you know if it's transmitting your location? The simple fact of the matter is both of you are being hunted, and both me and Barbara are being hunted, and that is an unaccounted for object. Where did you get it?
Seth picked me up.
She is one of our quests.
Oh,
So, who built it?
I don't think any of us would know. Yeah.
I don't.
Your contract was signed by Observe way back, Seth.
Hmm.
I remember. I remember where you picked me up. You picked me back. You picked me up back home, where I used to live.
All right, machine. Who built you? What were you made for? Not that I expect you to tell the
Professor
truth,
Observe.
but all right.
Professor Observe.
Supposedly Professor Observe. That would make you what?
I'm-
Hundreds of generations old at this point. Observe was a scientist back on Earth. That doesn't make sense. Unless you've been some sort of antique, but you're too advanced to be that.
I don't know what to tell you, but I know that is the name I have in my memory. I remember the location where Seth picked me up.
Then we're dealing with somebody
Right.
who's stolen a famous name. Do any of you know who Observe was in the history books? I know me and Barbara know. We had to learn it.
I would not.
Observe is credited as the father of space, the creator of the Shadow Drive. He's the reason we're all out here right now, and he was alive back on Earth. Way, way back before Earth was lost. And like I said, that android is way too advanced for anything from the Earth Age. So, either somehow a multi-millennium old scientist is still kicking and making machines, or somebody is trying to use a famous name for a reason. And now, who else have we met that was trying to use a famous person's name to drum up a following? Anybody?
I don't.
Steve Jobs.
In ancient
Jobs?
history, Charles Darwin was the creator, or was the discoverer of evolution. Darwin claims to be able to control evolution. If Observe invented the Shadow Drive and was considered the father of space, then I hazard to believe that whoever's watching us through that thing's eyes wants to take over as much as they can.
I personally don't believe that's real, but whatever. I'm not gonna try to convince you on your own thought patterns.
Even if it's not and they're staring right at Hopper as they say this. Even if it's not actively transmitting data right now, it can at any moment. It doesn't even need to know it's doing it. That's the scary part. You're hauling ununderstood, advanced technology that is highly illegal, that is claiming to be built by a dead by thousands of years scientist. And you wonder why I don't trust you three with keeping me and Barbara safe. That's
I can't keep her
ignoring.
safe.
That's ignoring the fact that you are being hunted by not just the pulsars, but now a madman who's trying to destroy a planet. How many other people have you three made enemies of? How much danger are you putting me and Barbara in? I need to keep her safe because we already have people following us. Every second I'm staying on this planet is another second that the, fuck, I keep forgetting corporation names. What was the group called, Tristan?
Margot's.
It's another second.
You can remember it because Margot Robbie played Barbie in the Barbie movie.
Oh my god. It's another second that the Margot's Corporation is getting closer to us. I was sent to hunt down Barbara. And now, we just burned several we just burned, I'm forgetting my own time measurement terms I had. Several clicks, waiting
Cyclones.
for... Cyclones, that's what. We waited several cyclones for your senile friend to recover from his injuries. Not that I don't sympathize, but we are in danger. Not just because Margos is chasing us, Not just because the pulsars are chasing us, but because whoever made that thing has made it for an unknown reason and hired you to transport it, and you haven't transported it. Don't you think he's gonna send somebody to get back his property? None of you think anything through, and you're putting me and Barbara in danger. I know what you three did before you met me and Barbara. That's been made very clear to me. Barbara was offered a way out, and she refused it. And I love Barbara, so I went with her. But if I was the one given the choice, I would have done whatever it takes to keep me and her alive and safe. So unless the three of you give me a reason to believe that you're gonna do that, I have half a mind to kick all of you off our ship while we're in mid-flight.
You know what? I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm done. I am done of even trying to argue with my things. You've been getting on my fucking nerves ever since you got on the ship. You'll start to leave.
Wait,
Feelings.
where? Are you leaving, or are you just leaving the room?
Are you
He's
going
leaving the room.
engine room or cockpit or bathroom?
He's gonna go to the cockpit because I don't want to hear this anymore. He had enough.
Feelings mutual.
You know, the difference between you and a prick, Mackenzie, is that a prick is a lot more comfortable to be around with.
I don't need to take this shit from a shadow touched. It's only a matter of time before your brain melts like the rest of your kind, and she walks into the engine room.
Please. Don't act like you're above us, lady.
Oh, I don't think I am, she turns around. I just know what I am, and none of you seem to know.
You know, for somebody that says that, you're still acting like a brat.
I am a genetically engineered monster.
And yet you still act no better than a 5-year-old.
Restructured from the ground up to be a killing machine. Conditioned to not have humanity. The fact that I'm even able to have this conversation with you is a goddamn fucking miracle, alright?
So what's the
And I'm
difference
only
between
able
you
to
and
have
me
it
then?
because of Barbara. The difference is I have a soul. Or whatever the fuck that
No.
is.
Manufactured.
I don't expect you to understand
Oh.
what me and Barbara went through.
No,
She's
I'm
gonna
not
go-
going to ask.
She's gonna go
Because
into
that's
the engine
necessarily
room.
your business.
She actually looks genuinely angry at the comments you made. Everything up until now, she's maintained like a cool face, but like she had to like turn away from you when you saw her tense up at your comments, Hopper, and she walks into the other room.
Whew. I normally don't get angry. I am. That's a negative feeling I don't like.
Barbara, Seth just walked into the cockpit.
We're almost there.
Okay. How you doing, Barbara? Hello? Ah!
Tristan?
Barbara's
Silence
usually
scared
silent.
me.
Wait, is Tristan dead?
I don't.
Okay.
Sorry.
Barbara doesn't
Sorry,
know how
I'm
to
improvising.
respond.
Yes, Barbara doesn't know how to respond.
It's okay if you don't. I understand. I just hope your friend doesn't try to fight with us anymore. She is really getting on my nerves again.
Well, I've tried speaking to her like I said I would.
I can tell she's really hard to budge. But she already was she was already blaming us for a lot of things.
That's what I liked about her so much. She was strong. She... You know, she didn't give up easy. But you have to understand, it's not all her fault. You don't know what they did to her in there. I don't know what they did to her in there. I didn't even know she was still alive.
Okay, like I said, I get it. I fully understand. I mean, like, I was in a position where I was very overprotective of something. But after a while, you kind of have to, you kind of have to, like, ease up a bit. Even if it's the people that you don't like working with, you still gotta ease up with it regardless, because if you keep fighting with them, it's just gonna lead into nowhere. Either you're gonna end up splitting, or there may be fights that may cause. And I get it, you know. I do. But it's not helping her any good if she's gonna keep antagonizing everyone here.
Well, you and I didn't exactly get along so well.
Yeah?
Look at us now. We're not even trying to kill each other
Yeah.
anymore.
I mean, like, I didn't have anything against you at all. It's just unfortunate the circumstances were pissing me off, which I didn't mean to take it out on you. It was not my intention at all. Mackenzie, I can tell that she really just wants to take you and run away. And again,
know.
I understand her position. I've been there before. But she,
You mean
again,
you also wanted to take me and run away?
no, not like that.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
It was more of the line. You're many years, but I can't do anything because of you know, you can't control someone. They control themselves and they have a choice if they want to follow or not.
A choice.
Can't force people into coming with them. If they have their own agenda, they will follow that agenda.
But what was it that made us, you know, like this? We're just talking. You know,
Like with you and me right now.
yeah.
Again,
Like we got off to a rocky start, and yet look at us now.
that's because, again, as I told you, the circumstances when I first came here and we met, it was very high stress. There was a lot of things going on. And as I did tell you, I didn't want to take out my anger on you, but it just kind of happened because of the circumstances of the situation. Right now, again, Mackenzie is very high strong with her decisions, and she has an agenda of where she wants to go. And I can't change that. With you and I, as I did say, I was new to you. It's just the situation that was going on led to me having strong emotions at that time. That's why right now I'm talking with you very calmly. I'm communicating with you calmly. I never had any beef with you at all. It was just the environment was affecting me.
I think it was something else. I think we had a common goal.
So another factor too. Common goal as well.
We both just wanted to protect Hopper. I think that's the thing that ties all of us together.
Yeah, because we see Hopper as a human being. Mackenzie doesn't.
Mackenzie doesn't see Hopper the way we do.
I try telling her that, but she doesn't want to listen to me. She just still goes by the idea that she's just a machine. I try throwing my arguments about if a person were to lose humanity, but oh no.
Barbara,
Nothing seems to work. Right?
Barbara looks like she's thinking about something. And then she just says, I'm sure she'll come around eventually. Just, can you promise me you'll give her time?
I'll give her time. But, you know, if she doesn't change, I am gonna, like, be away from her. I am giving my patience to this person because I know that she is very important to you.
Thank you.
No problem. I'm sure you would do the same for me if it was someone very important to me as well. Hiding like this. You would give them the chance.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it might be tough, but I would.
That's why I'm doing it for you, like I said.
You see
Your
a familiar ship fly into view.
What's that?
A
gonna roll.
long white ship, boarding legs on the back of it. The ship of a certain cowfolk you met.
Cowpokey?
Father White. What was his name? It was John. Hang on.
Mr.
Steelson.
Yeah, Steels. Was
Gregory
Johnny
Steelson.
Gregory Steelson. That's what it was. I was thinking it was
Not
John.
Johnny.
My brain was saying Johnny Steelson. I was like, no, that's not. I rejected the name Johnny. My cat just did something
because-
very fucking stupid. Okay, I just had to make sure nothing got knocked over. My cat just fell off my shelf.
No, you know, because if you
I heard
say
like
Johnny,
behind me.
I was gonna say if you say Johnny Steelson, I'm like, oh no, Johnny Sins, because I was making
Yeah.
that joke.
Yeah. That's why my brain was like, it's not Johnny. Since Gregory Steelson's ship, like swings over in front of you guys and it tries to open comms with you.
Oh no, I forgot we're dealing with this guy. Fuck. Barbara.
Anyone in favor of screening him?
You're the only two in the cockpit area. So it's up to Barbara and Seth, really.
He's gonna be looking at it, it's like, fuck is that? Do you know anything about that right there?
Wait,
Barbara, he did.
Seth met him, didn't he?
He met him
No.
briefly. I don't think he met his ship. Though. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, that was just, wait,
Barbara.
no. Was it just Barbara who saw the ship?
Yeah.
Me. I saw him land.
Yeah, only
and
Barbara
chasing up a
Hopper,
melon.
only Barbara Hoppy and T-Dog ever saw the ship. That's right.
Mackenzie.
And Mackenzie. So yeah, a ship flies down and tries to hail, so you recognize who it is, Barbara.
I answer. Still alive, I see.
Fancy
I should
meeting
tell
you
you.
here.
I should tell you this isn't a good time, really.
Oh, I can tell. With the roaring radiation storm threatening to tear this whole planet apart.
Yeah, we're figuring that out.
It's convenient that I bumped into you here. See, I'm under 2 brand new contracts currently from 2 different groups.
Uh-huh.
A certain entrepreneurial group. Fuck it, I gotta find it in
Yep.
my notes now. The medical care people who you were just working with. What's their name? It's in my notes. If any of you remember it, you'll get a star point for reminding me as I'm trying to find it.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Bless you. You gave them a name I cannot recall. All I could think is Blue Cross, and that's not it.
God, I'm such a bad note taker as a DM, and I keep saying I gotta fix my notes and then not doing it.
You gave them a name I cannot recall.
Oh, fucking, and I hate this. Sometimes the fucking search feature in my notes literally won't work, and I'm just like, well, I guess I'm fucked trying to search then. Shit. It doesn't help that the
I see the logo.
What?
I see the logo for it.
Yeah.
If that helps.
Do you know what the name is?
I don't.
Nope.
I would have.
See, I
No.
got like a million because fun fact, this setting has been worked on for like close to a decade, and I just have a list of company names, and I need to fucking make it more organized, and I don't. Was it Flash Response? The Flash Response healthcare company?
Flash response healthcare.
I'm gonna look on your YouTube channel, see if it's like listed on there. Well, anyway, until we can remember the name.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna
it's,
call it whatever. They're Flash Response Healthcare Company. I'm sorry, I'm bad at taking notes. Listen. I am running 5 campaigns currently, so forgive me.
We could like we should like make a lore thing with like
Yeah.
different like organization names, NPC names.
I mean,
and,
I
like,
do have a
that you
dedicated
do with,
note. I do have a dedicated
do.
notes chat that none of you guys ever take notes in. Even though I tell you,
Is
you
it
guys.
really our job though?
I also take notes. My notes just suck.
I'm stupid of taking
I meant
those.
just on Discord. Like,
I know. I'm just anyway. I'm just being a fucking dick. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. I was projecting because I'm mad at myself because I'm looking at my own disorganized note document. I was projecting there. I'm sorry.
I think
I can't
it's
believe he's projecting.
I'm
it
astral
must be
projecting.
Flash because that's the only thing that looks like a flat lightning bolt.
I know it was one of the
Flash.
healthcare groups. All right, we're gonna. I think it's
Lazarus?
what?
Is it Lazarus?
No.
Genomed?
No. Lazarus was
No.
the fucking the guys who
Thank
hired
you.
you back near the beginning.
Is it Genomed?
No, it's not
No.
Genomed. Genomed is a more military medical company. We're gonna say it's a Flash Response insurance company. Anyway, I'm a good game master. The Flash Response game company. Game company, Flash Response healthcare company. I'm under contract from Flash Response to try and provide or extend aid out to the surrounding areas. Also contracted to locate an individual, or to contact a scout by the name of Barbara about an outstanding contract to remove a union from Athens City.
Hmm.
That was the one we ignored.
Well, if I see him, I'll let you know.
Now, as much as I'd like to wrangle you in and get that pay, I think we can all agree there's a larger issue at hand here.
Yep.
Hmm.
Unless it's the same issue we're talking about.
I feel, or from the few interactions I've had with all y'all, I feel like you might have some sort of knowledge over what's going on, what with the movement of the storm and the exposed ancient city on that horizon. Mind explaining?
Look, we're trying to solve that problem right now. If you help us, I start typing in something, and then I send it to him.
What'd you send him?
Oh no. Oh no, Barbara, please.
What did you send him? What? Is there a
I
chat?
sent it in your DMs.
Hey God.
Barbara, no. No, Barbara.
I don't have anything in my DMs.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, I'm an
You
idiot.
sent it to the wrong
You sent
person.
it to Doodle.
Oops.
That's why Doodle is saying Barbara no.
Hopper received something on a communication. Oh, what's this?
My eyes! What
Mackenzie, it's for you.
Oh. Okay. Okay, now I see the message.
Hey, Hopper. That's so funny.
He was,
More funny
well,
that as you said that under that gif I sent you.
he looks at the message you sent him. A mighty fine offer there. Just tell me what it is that needs to be done. I don't like the situation going on here as much as anyone else.
We have to destroy a stone that is the source of Darwin's power. You remember him, right?
You mean the one you put in Bibble?
I mean our mutual friend.
No, I mean the stone you put in Bibble, you fool.
Yes. I thought you were talking about something else.
So where are you
I mean, I can barely hear you as it is over these staticky comms.
Why are you flying in the wrong direction then? Because you're not flying
Brian,
towards
you would probably be flying in the wrong direction.
No, you already destroyed the stone in Bibble. You're flying to the other town, not New Athens. It's in my notes.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember the town. It's the one where we fucked shit up for no reason.
Yes, the one where you went and immediately started shooting people.
The boulevard of broken population count.
Yes. Why are you flying in the wrong direction then?
Because I'm flying towards his power source.
But I thought you said it was the stone you put in Bibble.
I'll use a hero point to retcon that. Because Barbara would know, even if Tristan doesn't remember.
Okay, yeah, so, he asks the stone you put in Bibble, and I guess you correct him and are like, yes, one like that, but in another town, basically.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry to metagame like this, but...
No problem, I understand, it's been weeks, it's been like a month. No, words. You sort really seem to be getting yourself in all kinds of trouble, ain't ya? Alright.
Well,
I'll go with.
I aim to misbehave.
I'll go with. I'm heading to that town anyway to deliver some emergency medical supplies.
That's a very thoughtful gesture. Just remember, from one merc to another, I should tell you that you should expect a fight. He knows we're coming.
Don't worry.
Well, he knows we are coming. He doesn't know about you.
I wouldn't worry.
Maybe we can use that.
Our other mutual friend gave me a special tool for dealing with your other friend who has strange powers.
Shadow touched?
Yes. A tool for that.
Okay, good.
You aren't really good at picking up on the subtleties of conversation, are you?
Listen, we are talking over comms. I cannot see your face.
He wears a mask anyway.
Wait, what'd you say at the end of that, Tristan?
I just hang up on him.
Unbeknownst to you on the ship, he chuckles. That woman's gonna drive me wild.
And I'm like, and plus during my developmental years, I was brainwashed. But he didn't hear that part.
Any other interactions?
That one was just for me and Seth.
Any other interaction? Or sorry, what's up?
Seth is looking at Barbara like...
Jesus.
Yeah, like. Damn.
Go for
I'm
it.
in danger.
Damn, did you know that guy or something like that?
We just met the one time. Well, twice.
You legit dated him. You literally
Together.
dated him.
Gotta say, bit of a cheapskate. He left with the bill. Barbara's gonna roll for deception because she's the one who actually left him with the bill.
Max and Hopper, you see Mackenzie re-enter the room.
Welcome
Did
back.
she ever leave?
She was in the back engineering room.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so she re-enters.
Could you hurt her feelings?
She walks
Which is
in,
kind of ironic.
and she seems to be just walking across the room to the other door. Do you want to say anything to stop her, either one of you?
Well, Hopper said, "Welcome back."
She does not acknowledge you.
Are you hungry? I can make you something to eat.
She opens the door and goes into the cockpit room.
Seth is like this.
Max, are you hungry? Cause I could feed you.
What were you saying, Veneer?
He just like to pick it to fucking Barbara and be like, wait, you guys what?
Mackenzie enters the room.
I'm in a spaceship. as soon as she sees Mackenzie.
Mackenzie looks at you for a moment, like squints. She's like, "Are we almost to our destination?"
But before Mackenzie says that, to ease some of the tension, Barbara like starts turning like the steering wheel back and forth, and going, "Wiggle ship!"
Seth is just like looking at you, being like,
I just imagine everybody gets like jostled around. Maybe Hopper
And the co-pilot.
comes in with a steaming hot bowl of soup for Max, and then like falls over.
Well, here's the thing: the central room has a very advanced gravitational stabilization device, so it's only you in the cockpit getting jostled.
yeah, I'm getting a bit jostled because I'm standing there, I imagine.
You fall into Mackenzie, who catches and stabilizes you
Blushes.
before pushing you away, and she says, "If the two of you were saying something about me, you don't need to cover it up."
Okay, well, we weren't.
We're even talking about you, but
Well, I don't know why else Barbara would be acting so weird.
Seth, could you give Mackenzie and I some alone time?
yeah, I don't mind. Just step away.
Are we almost to our destination?
Yes.
As Seth walks out, she sits down. Why are we still traveling with them after what we saw? Even if you don't believe the footage that the Pulsars made, look at what's going on here. You're getting us in so much trouble. She's like sat down in the corner of the room. Like, normally she's like stood leaning on walls, like, you know, chest out, very bold position. She's like curled up, knees to chest, sat in the corner of the room.
I know.
Or the far end of the room, since it's cylindrical. They keep getting us in trouble, and it's only a matter of time before Margot's catches up to us.
Is that what you think?
They sent me after you, and I haven't come back. I should have returned to them by now. They're probably already getting ready to send another person after you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I should have been back by now.
Maybe they think you're dead.
Well, even if they do, they're still gonna come after you again.
You're right. You're right. You were right all along. Except about one thing.
What's that?
They weren't getting me into trouble. I was getting them into trouble.
You were never the
I
one
am-
starting the trouble, Barbara.
I have been. Whose idea was it to break out in the first place,
Mine. I was the one who had the original idea.
You have such a selective memory.
No, I know I was. What do you mean? Listen, we just...
I made you think that it was your idea. I do that. I made it seem like it was your idea.
Bold of you to think that you're able to manipulate me like that, Barbara.
Fine, whatever helps you sleep at night.
I don't sleep
I know
anymore.
nothing else does. I know. But aside from that, you're right. Maybe I'm better off without them. Or at least they're better off without me. I almost killed them. I almost killed one of them, like I almost killed you. I think if Max had died, I would have... I don't know if Hopper could have ever looked me in the eye again. And I know that doesn't matter to you, but damn it, it means something to me.
Why do you trust them? Any of them? What happened that made you... that made you want to help them so much? I don't see it.
I thought you died. I thought maybe if I could help them, if I could do something right in my life, that it would somehow make everyone I've ever killed, make it all okay, but it's just made things worse. So you know what? You win. As soon as we finish this, as soon as we put this one thing, just this one thing right, we'll leave them. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
I don't know what I want. That bomb you took out of me was more than just a bomb, Barbara. It was a chemical inhibitor in my brain that was hooked to my brain through my spinal cord. I
What?
haven't been able to feel since they put that in me, and I've been feeling so much since. It's... She stands up, and she starts to take her jumpsuit off.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Guy, Jesus.
Oh, what are you doing?
Just like flying next to us, going like, "Oh my god!" And then he flies into another ship because he wasn't paying attention.
The bird.
Anyway,
Wow.
Jesus, the whoa caught me up.
Now Barbara's not paying attention.
As she removes it, you see over her chest is just a clear panel where you can see her entire rib cage is like metallic, and underneath where all like lungs, heart, like liver, all of those organs have been replaced with very clearly fusions of artificially grown and biomechanical parts. And she turns around and her back is riddled in like plug holes and like metal pieces protruding from her skin.
My god.
When you got away, things got so much worse, Barbara. But they all just kept talking about you every time. The one that got away. The one that succeeded. I don't... I think they wanted to keep us human until what happened with you happened. If they could have done this the whole time, why did they wait? If they could have just turned us all into drones the whole time. It doesn't make sense. She pulls the jumpsuit back up.
Barbara puts the ship in cruise control and walks over to Mackenzie and uses her like metal hand to grasp her like fleshy hand. I don't know, but it doesn't change how I feel about you.
What do you think draws the line of what is a person? What's human?
You know, I've thought about that, and my answer: the ability to feel, and the ability to see something human in everything, even the inhuman, and even in the unknown.
Then what does it mean if for years I haven't been able to feel? What does it mean if I still can't feel some things?
Barbara kisses her. You just have to practice, that's all.
When you
Lesbians, 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 lesbians.
Happy Pride Month, everyone!
Sorry, I had to
Just like just doodle veneer and Max just go into mute while this happens.
Shit.
Happy Pride Month, happy Pride
Remember-
Month.
Anyway,
Twitch.
yes, the two of you, the two of you share a impassioned kiss for a long moment, and as it breaks, she says, "I just want us to get out of this alive. Do you remember what we joked about? We'd escaped to Malibu. Even though Earth was gone, we still imagined having that dream house of ours."
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I told you I'd be in charge of interior decorating. And what was it you said?
After seeing this layout of the ship, by the way, I'm revoking that right from you.
Lesbians,
over my
lesbians.
About that. I'm sorry that you know what I mean.
Just,
Listen,
I don't understand.
if we're gonna get
what
out
you
of this
see in them.
alive, it's the same thing I saw in you, which is just a little spark of love and empathy. I mean, and just a little bit of me in there. I mean, you saw something in me that let you trust me, and so did they. And that's worth more than any amount of money in the whole galaxy. But listen, you say you want us to get out of this alive? I'm okay with that, but in order to do that, we need to trust each other. And we need to believe in others as well. We can't do this on our own. And in order for us to survive, you need to start making friends. And fast. I know you're out of practice.
I don't know how much we can trust any of them. The robot, we don't know who built it. Every splicer that has ever existed has slipped into violent insanity, and you saw those recordings. He's probably already losing his mind in there. And The footage of him... He ate people! The Splicer ate people. How can we trust any one of those three if...
Because they're like us, Mackenzie. Even before the enhancements, before the splicing and the cybernetics,
How can you trust
I was
me?
violent and insane.
How can you trust me? If I'm the same way as... I just...
Because I want to.
We're all so
Because you
broken.
trusted me.
Maybe it is better that we all stay on this ship together. If we're all broken, then maybe across every one of us we can get some semblance of a sane mind.
Being more than the sum of its parts.
Is that the bounty hunter's ship? She looks over at the window.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, he was pretty hot.
Skinny?
With that, we're gonna cut ahead.
Woo!
Oh
Um,
boy.
My cat purrs.
Real quick, is there any interactions that the other three want to have in the back area before you arrive at the next city?
You
see
never,
Max.
you never let me roll deception.
Oh, yeah, honestly, I don't really worry too much about player-on-player rolls in that sense.
I just
Well-
assume Seth believes it. Because
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I'm talking about between me and Mackenzie.
Oh, wait, what do you need deception on?
When I said we can leave together.
Wait, why did you...
Oh.
Oh, you never told me... I didn't realize you wanted to do a deception roll. Oh, no, are you gonna leave without her? Oh.
I gotta, you know, we're seeing where things go. I don't know what, like, literally whatever happens will
I'm gonna
determine.
say-
Like,
You don't need to roll deception on people who trust you unequivocally.
shit.
She only trusts you, girl. Lesbian.
Listen, you just maked out again. You just maked out again.
Listen,
Listen.
it's lesbians. The power of
I
lesbians.
know I can trust you. Removes top. Okay.
There were a lot of beans earlier in the campaign, and now there's less
Mm.
beans.
Mm.
Lesbians.
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 Seth goes to the back.
Anyway, any
Seth
comment? When
goes
Seth
to the
enters,
back.
when Seth
and
enters the
sees
back room. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Lesbian naked.
Hopper is treating Max food because he needs food in his belly.
Seth is gonna look at Hopper. He'll be like,
Mm.
hey,
Oh, hey, just feeding Max.
oh,
He's getting finger movements.
oh, there's some progress with him?
Mm-hmm. It
He's-
should be maybe in a few more minutes he should be fully able to move around on his own.
Yeah, he's mostly recovered by the time you guys.
Spaceship.
I was gonna say
Activate tractor beam.
by the time you guys
Oh my
land,
God.
he's gonna be able to move again.
He's gonna smile and be like, that's
Sure.
good. At least he's making progress.
For now, he'll need somebody to help him with jorking it.
No!
No.
Quickly, fingers on nose.
That's like Trader Joe's
Hopper puts nose.
brain pork, right?
Seth,
Jork.
Like,
Yeah.
Seth, you took the longest to put your finger on your nose. You're gonna have to jork him.
no! Anyway,
Season his chicken well.
You've got to be twerking. Oh.
anyway.
Brother, I always am.
I'm losing my train of thought!
Sorry,
Um,
continue. But that's one of my favorite things with you, Veneer, is when you like exuberantly say something to the degree that you make yourself cough. There's something funny about it every time it happens.
It's true.
Anyway, fuck, I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Say something, Hopper. Do a handstand or something.
Kiss.
The Hopper offers bacon to you.
He will gladly take the bacon.
Then drops it.
No! He'll be looking
Bacon.
under.
Bake
Ah!
off. The bacon.
I'm sorry, please.
Yeah, sorry, continue. I'm fucking everything up as well.
Alright. Shit, I forgot.
He makes you bacon, and then...
Gotta take the bacon. And he's gonna be like, you know, he's gonna eat it. He's gonna say to her and be like, "Are you? How are you doing overall? Are you doing okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just glad Max is okay.
That's good. I'm glad that Max is doing alright too. I was scared that he was gonna die.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold
I
you
don't know
there.
what will happen. I feel something would have happened. Mm. My mind goes blank when I try to think of the possibility of that circumstance. Luckily, we're not in that circumstance.
We're lucky that we're not.
Mhm.
Like I said, I'm glad that he's
Besides,
alive.
yeah, besides, hugs Max's arm carefully. He's basically like the father of the ship. Of me, anyway.
I think Max. This is just my opinion. I think he's a father to a lot of us. I mean,
Max, you are here with this conversation happening. Greg,
Greg is
Sorry,
dead.
what was that?
there's a conversation happening and you're part of it. You keep
Oh,
tuning
shit.
out.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Max is sleeping. He's just sleeping.
We force fed food while he's asleep, yes.
The
You-
last
you
thing I remember,
surgery on him.
the last thing I remember hearing was about the Mackenzie stuff. You know, happening between her
Yeah, and then I
Barbara and
transitioned
Barbara.
and the conversation began and they were talking in front of you. So
Yeah.
Hopper and Seth are having a conversation. I just wanted to make sure you tuned in.
And Hopper was feeding you food.
Yes, and Seth is saying that Max is like the father to everyone in the ship, not just to Hopper.
No, he acts like a big brother to you.
I don't see him as a big brother though.
You don't see us that way, but I'm noticing.
Does that mean Seth is Hopper's uncle?
No,
No.
points to God. No.
Well, that's very sweet of you.
Either way, I'm glad that you're doing alright, Max.
It looks like we should be arriving to our location pretty soon. Hopefully by then you can wiggle your toes, move your legs, and kick ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you mentioned something in terms of, was it sand that fell on top of me?
Yeah, when we were trying to dig you out of all the rubble because the steeple of the chapel fell on you, as we were trying to dig through and move a bunch of rocks around, suddenly all the stuff kind of glowed and just obliterated into sand. And you
Do
were
me-
just floating there menacingly with energy and then collapsed.
Do me a favor.
Okay.
Hand me that bowl that you got in your hands.
Offers the bowl. Takes the last bit of bacon out and sits a step.
He takes the bacon.
Max is about to use this to go bowling for soup. Haha.
Well, Maxie's trying to touch the bowl essentially, and he's concentrating on it heavily.
Touching the bowl, you perv. I'm sorry. Yeah, so you feel, as you focus, you can feel the atomic bonds that run between the elements of it.
This is strange. I've never had this happen before.
Give me a roll. So here's where we're going to go over the mechanics of your new power. The larger the object, and if it's alive, increase the difficulty of inducing a disintegration. As well as the more precise you're trying to be with it. And if you ever critically fail, let's just say things will backfire. So this is a power you will want to be very careful with your usage of.
Is this a 1d5?
No, what? 1d5? I don't know.
Oh, sorry, 5d10. Yeah.
Yes.
I got 3 7s, a 6, and an 8, so they're all successes.
3 7. All right. You focus on it and you just turn the bowl to dust in your hand.
Whoa!
Whoa. Holy shit.
Oh, it's all over you now.
You have a disintegrator? What the fuck?
Now I do.
Disintegrator. I barely know her.
Has anyone seen my bowl?
Shut up. You're in the front of the ship.
I know. I'm kidding.
You're not allowed to roleplay. Fuck you.
Beforehand, I could kind of
Yes.
get a sense of gravity. It's hard to describe. It's kind of like sensing heat, sort of, except it's not really hot. It's cold, and I was able to use those senses in terms of trying to figure out what's best for my gravity powers. But now with this, I can actually sense molecules and atoms.
Interesting.
Kind of
Is it-
spooky.
It's spooky, but it's very interesting that you can do that. Well, now
It's
you
kind of
can.
like touching a bunch of tiny planets.
You could just eviscerate them.
God, I wish
Or
that were
make
me.
them.
Now, hopefully it doesn't go crazy, because this thing could be brutal. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
All the more reason that we need to make sure that what we do is finished.
Well,
Yeah.
let's test something real quick. He gets the bacon that you gave him. He gives it to Max. Can you eviscerate this?
Give me a roll.
You're gonna waste
He's
good
got to
bacon?
concentrate on it again.
Oh my god. What a character moment.
He's gonna be like, well, I'm
Seth, are you
curious
sure?
He's gonna say the Hopper. Well, I am curious if it can go as far as to get rid of. Well, I mean, it's organic, right? Why not? Why not test it?
It's another success. I got 2 6s, 7, and 2 9s.
You now have bacon dust in your hand.
No! Bacon bits, if you will.
Haha!
Does it still
Seth-
taste like bacon?
Seth just blinks at him when he sees the bacon just disappeared, where it like turns into like dust particles.
It's just got Thanos snaps.
Yeah, and he's just like, holy shit! You can literally vaporize someone with this. Holy
Not
fuck!
do that on people. I
It-
don't like the idea of deleting people, literally.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't like that either, but I'm just impressed how powerful this is.
Yeah.
If this can burn through a rock and people, this can burn through a lot of things, and holy fuck. That's deadly.
Yeah. Let's not use that on people. Yeah.
I think this could be used, in my
On
opinion,
the stone?
not on people, no. I'm talking to more if we need an entrance, this could be really useful. Or like
You're
a
thinking
force.
about, like, okay. I said the stone. You're thinking about a cool entry as if we are in a movie.
Not
You're right,
exactly.
Seth.
Well, no, not like that. But I mean, like, if we need to, like, let's say, for example, if we're in a sticky situation, we need to escape. This is a good way to find a way to leave. You know, instead of trying to find a way out, he can make a hole through the wall. So we do have a back door here.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I'm gonna go just check on the front. See, we're close to it. To our destination.
Well, about that, Hopper.
What?
Are you going to
What?
the cockpit?
Yeah, there's no windows anywhere else but the front.
Mackenzie's there.
I don't care.
Then Mackenzie had to walk by them to get there.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any difference. She wanna talk smack. I said something in response. She fell silent. I think we made our points. Both of us made it
Yeah.
through. So
Yeah, but I believe that Barbara wanted to talk with her alone. That's why I'm here.
oh well, maybe they're done. Maybe they're just chit chatting. I just want to
Maybe.
pop in really quick.
Alright, fine. If you say so. I'm just saying you don't want to hear her bitching.
So,
She yaps.
Hopper, as you open the door,
Yeah.
you can see the two of them are engaged in a long kiss, and Mackenzie has no shirt on.
Like,
The top half of their jumpsuit is down, so it's just like pants. And I'm
This-
gonna say everybody can
Blink.
see that through the open doorway from the angle you're
Oh
all
my-
at. Oh no, you wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to because the gravity shift between rooms. So
Okay, because
yeah, so from your perspective, Hopper, you walk through the room, open the door, and stick your head through, and then it's suddenly going from you going through a door in front of you to you sticking your head through, like, a door in the floor, basically. And you just see this as you stick your head in.
Blink, 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 blink. Huh? Tilts head. That's new.
Barbara, you and Mackenzie break your second kiss, and you see Hopper.
Oh, we were just kissing.
Mackenzie looks over. Oh.
I failed that deception roll.
Mackenzie looks over and is like, the machine. She's gonna start to pull her jumpsuit back up.
Barbara elbows her in the in the metallic gut. Oh, so Barbara Hopper can see her like
All of her mechanical bits on her back, and as she turns and faces her, you can see the clear exposed chest cavity. And she starts to pull her shirt up and zip it.
Kind of similar.
We are not similar. She, like, walks
Kinda.
over and looks at you.
Max can tell you he had to repair me before. I just have more bulk. Because I was not made of flesh like you are.
What do you want?
I was mainly checking if we're almost there. Didn't mean to intrude in your private moment.
Well, we are.
It's all right. It's all right, Hopper. We're not mad.
Why is he here?
Because you do not see Father White's ship.
I zip
Why
up
is
my
he
coat.
here?
Oh.
Goddamn, you got me saying that name now, Doodle.
He's gonna Look, we have a common goal. He's gonna help us
Okay.
for now.
Luckily, I didn't tell the others at the fact that he was the one that tried to originally capture me. But if he's not trying to pursue me anymore, that's great news.
Did Barbara know that?
Yes, you were
No.
filled in
Yes.
that he was a mercenary hired by the other people.
Pulsars.
Yes.
I said, don't worry, kid. He's not after you.
Oh, good.
That's true, right?
He didn't say he was.
He said he's on the new contracts.
Well, maybe just to be safe. Watch yourself, Rankin.
If he tries it, I'm kicking him in his kneecaps.
Whoa! Easy there, Tiger. Let's at least wait until we get this job done, huh?
I said if he tries anything, I'm kicking him in the kneecaps.
Alright.
Hey, you can kick him wherever you want as soon as we save this planet.
Hot. So anyway, now we're gonna cut
Alright.
to you're all approaching the city that is to the south. It's not New Athens. Fuck my notes.
Austin?
Boulevard
It's
of
not.
Broken-
It's not New Austin. It's not New Athens. God, my notes suck. It's not
Okay,
Bibble.
all right. It's
Whatever.
Green.
not
It's Green Day
Bibble.
Town.
You're going down to the. It is not Green Day Town. Fuck you. I'm sorry.
Green Day
I'm
Town.
projecting
Hey,
at
it's
my
your
very
fault.
very bad notes.
He's projecting. It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it.
Anyway,
Can't believe Hopper broke the lesbianism.
just like the last two cities, the dome is cracked open. As
We're
you
back
all
to Bibble?
no,
It's
you're,
not Bibble.
It's not Bibble. Damn it.
It's Bibble! Oh my god,
It's
it's new
not!
Bibble!
Just like the last two towns, the dome is broken. As you all begin to fly down, you can see that rubble and like dust and stuff is all already flying all over the place. He is already thrown up the defenses here in anticipation of your arrival.
This sucks.
You're you're called up on comms.
I was actually just gonna call him up. I answer and I go, so, still enthusiastic about helping us?
Oh, I think I'll be able to handle this with the weapon I was given. But I'm gonna need a clear shot to whatever the source is. Do you think you can fire shots down in order to break up all the rubble it's kicking up to defend itself? Get me an opening.
I don't know if I can do it without breaking the dome.
The dome's already broken.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I said it's cracked like all
Okay.
the others.
The Barbara doesn't say that. I
Okay,
didn't
yeah,
know
so-
if there's like a big hole in it or anything.
Yeah, no, it's cracked open like a massive earthquake running from the North Pole across the planet, splitting the city in half, just like the last two.
Okay.
Which hang on, man.
Oh,
You know
shit! I forgot to do something.
the name. What do you want to do?
Before we do the comms thing, Barbara would probably use her like family plan communicator to let Max know that that Father White has a weapon against Shadow Touched.
Nice.
Oh,
Actually,
also
kind of,
that
like laughs
Shadow White.
egregiously.
Okay, well, just so you know.
I'm
Alright.
just doing a visual to represent so you can see how fucked up everything is.
Sorry, now that the retconning is over.
Hi, my name is Retcon!
That one was for me, wasn't it?
No, I like bad jokes.
Oh, okay.
There we go, I've now more accurately represented the broken triangle on the map.
Now it's all broke than ever.
Yeah,
Shit.
the theme of Broken Triangle of the test of this arc's name became much more relevant than I thought it was going to be by the end.
Oh,
Because
maybe
Broken Triangle was supposed to reference the lost city in the corner, but then you all fucked. I'm joking. I'm joking. By the
we
way.
all fucked. That's right.
That's crazy.
Hey, don't spoil the end of the campaign.
Oh, sorry.
Even Mackenzie had to, Miss Kenzie was on the cook chair.
What?
The hotel
Hello?
cuck chair. Do you not know about the
Oh.
hotel cuck chair?
No.
Okay, Applebee's. Let's go focus on the
You're right,
campaign.
you're right. You're right. You're
Every
right.
hotel room comes with a cuck chair. Anyway, the Google it. Fuck. Yes. So he wants you to get him an opening, which means you will need to make a pilot shoot check. Woo!
I did
Can I use a gunner ship? Can I do gunner ship? Because there is a gunner pod on top of the ship.
Well, yeah, those are the only guns. So whoever goes into that spot is going to be doing the gunnerness.
I have gun ship.
Here's the
Gun-
basic
gun-
setup.
gunmanship.
To clear an opening for him, you will need to get cumulative. Or hang on. Let me represent it this way. Actually, give me 2 seconds. Basically, what is happening is the Yeah, I'm trying to work quick. The defenses have like a health bar. if that makes sense. And you need to get him an opening to destroy, to hit the core, the rock, you know? Give me a second. Ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-bum.
Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba.
God, I gotta play the rest of the Halo games.
Yes. Next on your list is ODST.
Yes.
You played 1 through 3.
Yeah. And Wars.
Yeah.
So, this is the rubble that's swarming around that you will need to shoot through to get to the rock. Basically, the better a shoot check you do, the more rubble you blast through. Who goes to the gunner seat? What does everybody do? Ooh, hang on. I need to, hang on. Well, go ahead and say, what is everybody doing?
I'm still flying.
Yeah, you're just keeping the ship stable.
What's happening? I'm so sorry. I'm like...
Max is kind of getting in position in case he needs to move rubble with his gravity powers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in the gunner seat then.
You're gonna go in the gunner seat? Anybody object to that?
No,
I thought Hopper was going to.
it's okay. Seth wants to do action.
Hopper
Okay.
starts to get into the gunner seat, and then Seth goes over and, like, picks her up and climbs it instead.
Oh no, my brain be like, she sits on his lap instead.
I
There's
mean,
no room for that.
do you want to do that, Hopper? Do you want to sit on his lap?
Looks. It'd be cramped.
You guys could combine your aim rolls.
That is not what would happen.
Boo.
So, Seth's gonna make a shoot check. Is anyone else gonna do anything? You said you're preparing to use gravity powers if you need to, Max.
Yes.
Wiggle ship.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Wiggle ship?
Yeah.
What does wiggle ship mean?
Oh, you're probably in the bathroom. Never mind.
Oh. Oh no, I remember the wiggle ship bit.
Yeah.
Hopper, what are you gonna do?
Exist.
Alright.
I'm more support.
Seth, give me a shoot check.
Alright. I'm sorry, Hopper, I took your spot.
It's okay. You were faster than me.
Oh no.
Well, no, you were faster, Hopper, and then Seth just overwrite what you said.
It's okay.
If you want to say you stayed in and stopped him, you can.
No, it's okay.
Well, I don't know what I was gonna do. I was like, shit,
Probably shoot something.
I don't use guns. That's the thing. I'm a brawler.
Well, roll for shoot. You did it.
No way. I
Roll
mean,
for shoot.
Hopper.
Well, I already did.
What'd you get?
I got a dice break and 2 successes.
So 1 success. You begin. You begin unloading into the rubble cloud, and you blast away a whole bunch of it. Now you get 2 actions per turn. What do you do with your second action?
See?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fire it again, I guess.
Give me a roll.
Alright.
Man, I gave you so many drugs and you've barely used them all campaign. Whatever happened to your character being a drug addict? That was an essential part of their character.
He is a drug addict. Don't worry. Don't
Why
worry
isn't he
about it.
doing drugs?
You got a dice break.
How many
¿Dónde
success-
están los
How many
drogos?
successes did you get
2,
Wait.
7, and 8.
with a dice break?
The dice break got rid of my 9, so it's 2.
Okay. So you unload on the rubble the rubble and dust and building chunks swirling around, blasting through, just blowing it apart. And you know, what was his name? Steelson. Something Steelson. Whatever. Steelson is like, I need a better clearing than that. Meanwhile, next round begins. The cloud is now reacting to your presence. It uses one action to begin recovering. Give me a second.
Shit. Maybe I should use my drugs.
I mean, your drugs literally wouldn't help in this scenario, actually, I don't think. What is your addiction abilities?
My addiction. So when I take it, it just gives me extra actions in 5 rounds.
Okay, so actually it would help if that was the case. You see, the cloud, it begins to scoop up more rubble to recover. So it refills some of its health, or its shield. But then, it fires off a chunk of its shield at you guys. So we're gonna need defensive checks from whoever wants to try and do that next round of combat. So it is healing and then shooting at you guys. What do you do? I should note, hang on. Here is how much it is attempting to heal, and hang on. So I'm gonna create a second bar. So what's happening is it's trying to pick up enough rubble to heal 3 damage, but then it is also throwing one of the chunks of its health bar at you.
I'm gonna
redirect.
quickly.
I'm gonna make a dodge roll.
Barbara wants to do a dodge roll. Everybody gets 2 actions. Remember, you're a team. Discuss. Work together. Don't just move each other out of gunnery seats.
Max
does
can
how-
use his gravity powers for the chunk flying at us.
So you want to try and redirect it with gravity. Barbara wants to dodge.
Hopper, what do you want to do?
Stand outside.
That's all you're gonna do?
Wait, stand outside the ship?
I'm gonna magnetize myself to the ship.
Okay, Hopper's leaving the ship while you're all in the cockpit.
I guess I'll keep firing at it because I don't know what to do. And take drug. You know what? Take my drugs and then I'll fire.
Okay, so Seth,
Take
give
drugs.
me your first shoot check. Barbara, give me the dodge check. Max, give me the redirect check.
Alright.
I'm gonna see if I have any piloting skills. Probably not, but still. Engineering.
That does not help.
Ugh.
Okay.
I love
It's a
how
success.
Seth, the pilot, is in the gunner seat.
Yeah, I like how we swapped places. So, I got.
Maybe we could have them switch places.
They could probably do a switcheroo.
Well, first, let's do the results of the rolls you
Give me
did.
our first action.
Okay, so I got a 7, a 10,
I just need total success count in the end.
so 3.
You got 3
Hooray.
successes? So
3 successes.
I got 2 successes.
you successfully dodge the oncoming attack.
I got 4 successes out of 5.
4 out of 5. So,
Yeah.
they dodge away, and you also, like, extend out and redirect the rock a little bit, making the dodge go even smoother. You all have a second action. What do you all do with your second action?
You know what? Let's switch places.
Yeah, Barbara goes, what are we doing?
Fuck.
You suck at shooting, I suck at flying, let's swap! Alright,
Fucking switches.
you
Run,
spend an
switch.
action swapping places.
But it takes a really long time because we're both like stuck in like the ladder.
You gotta get unbuckled and shuffle around.
Oh, excuse me, blushes.
Max and Hopper, what do you each do? With your second actions.
I wonder, could I like use maybe my gravity powers again, but to like collapse in on this thing?
You want to use gravity to push some of the rubble in? Go ahead and give me a roll.
Yeah.
God, if you guys knew the music I chose to play in the background.
What music did you choose to play in the background?
All 5 successes.
You got 5 successes?
Yeah.
So that's, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You collapse a whole bunch of it into basically a hyper dense wall around it. No, that's not what happens. I'm just joking. Hang on. So what actually happens is 1, 2. God, that roll was actually good enough that you cleared the entire path. You just like forced all the rubble back, and you threw all of the rubble at the rock and like destroyed the basically like forced to all behind the rock, collapsing the building that was behind the thing. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
Like you used gravity to such a force that you created a small impact crater that the stone is in the middle of.
God damn.
Yeah, 5 successes is no joke. At which point, Father White, who had spun his ship around and is aiming aiming his open door toward the thing, says, "That's the shot I need." And you see him fire off some kind of like purple laser that shoots out, hits the rock, and then the entirety of the storm around begins to clear. All the rubble begins to collapse, the stone falls from its floating position, everything seems fine. Which, Hopper, you saw that laser shoot out. What were you gonna do as your second action, by the way?
Well, I have my Gatling gun. I was gonna help shoot clear out rocks.
So you're stood, Gatling guns out, laser fires, you're just like, oh.
Attention.
Never
turns to
mind.
White.
T-pose.
Well, she points and aims, and then it's like, oh, never mind. It's okay.
Oh, I hug Hopper.
You
It's
can't
okay.
hop
I'm
us
just
outside
trying to
ship.
figure out how to do this. I'm just like trying to figure out because you told me the chance to hit is a D10, but I get all these bonuses because of my gunship.
So your
Gunmanship ability.
your
So
Gatling
I'm
gun,
like,
you do a normal attack roll, and that means you shoot 10 bullets at them, and we then roll a d10 to see how many of those 10 land after you have rolled your God. So the way a Gatling or an automatic weapon works in the new gun rework. Because yes, outside of session, I reworked the guns for viewer's sake. You do an attack roll like normal, right?
okay.
And if you fail to attack, you just miss. But if you succeed in your attack, that means that you land at least 1 bullet, and we roll 1d10 to see exactly how many land. So if you roll a 1 shot landed. If you roll perfect 10, all 10 landed. Because sort of the idea is that you are like dealing with a lot of knockback from an automatic weapon. So anywhere from 1 to 10 of the guns on your weapon spread land when you land the attack successfully. Make sense?
Okay. I guess it's kind of hard to hear when I get rudely interrupted, but yes.
Oh, sorry. So you roll attack like normal, and if the attack lands, we then roll a d10, and that's how many bullets hit. So anywhere from 1 to 10 bullets hit on a successful shot with an automatic weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got a 9, but that's fair. That's fine.
But they all already were done. So yeah, with that, I suppose you all go and start to fly. Do you go and try and land?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll try to land.
Oh my god, I just
I
saw
think
a song
Steph
that
sees
he's
me.
listening to.
Steph just sees me on top of the ship.
Is there a way I can communicate with Hopper?
You all have phones.
We have a phone.
Oh my god. My brain's thinking about he has the tiniest phone and his hands are so fucking huge.
You know, that's a point. You struggle to utilize the communicator because we never got you a custom crafted one.
Yeah.
You can receive messages, you cannot initiate the call though. Because of
It's like-
your wonky fucking hands.
He's like, fuck!
Or no,
What?
you have to dedicate a full action to calling somebody. Because
I've-
you're sat there awkwardly holding it and like pink, 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 pink. Whereas
Yeah, and I'm
everybody else,
flying
it's a
the
free
ship.
action.
I'm flying a ship, so...
Yeah, you all go and land down at the crater. And you look around and the entire city is in ruins. All of the buildings were ripped up. Everything is just fucked here. As you land down and walk out.
Hopper tries to scan around for any signs of life or anybody.
You see amongst the rubble a lot of limbs. Not bodies, limbs. White walks out of his ship. Well, that was certainly something. He's gonna walk over and he's gonna pick up the rock.
Hey, you should be careful with that.
I'm not too worried. I think I can I can find a good buyer. And you see in his
You have
other
to
hand,
destroy it.
in his other hand, he is holding like he has over his shoulder what looks almost like a rocket launcher, but without the rocket, like a big, like cylindrical barreled massive gun. He is slung over his shoulder. I'm not
That's
too.
the
Still,
source of its power. Wait, do I know that?
I mean, presumably it is from everything you've learned. He wanted you to
gonna roll.
distribute these. He wanted you to distribute these stones to help enhance the range of his power.
The only way to be sure he'll never come back is to destroy it.
I ain't too worried.
Remember what we agreed on.
Wait, you made an agreement with him?
Not now, sweetie.
Don't take me for a fool, sweetheart. I know that your friends would never let you walk away. And I ain't anywhere near capable of taking all of you on. He sticks the rock into the barrel of the gun he has. This device here is apparently able to subdue the energies that you Shadow Touched can make. As far as I'm concerned, this rock ain't a problem anymore so long as I got it in here.
You're wrong.
And either way, once I move off planet with the rock, I don't think there's anything y'all have to worry about. But since y'all are being civil with me, I'm gonna give all you a fair warning. I've got contracts out on all 4 of you. But I ain't stupid enough to try and cash them in right now by myself. He looks at you, Hopper. The man in the gas mask? Never caught his name.
The pervert. That's all you need to know.
He's offering $1 billion, 1 billion grams for the android. I ain't ever seen a
billion?
contract that high. I don't know how he got it. You looks at Max. Well, there's about a dozen contracts out on you. From
Hey,
Pulsar,
don't say.
from Pulsars to corporate heads. You've made yourself out to be a galactic terrorist with the actions you committed.
Some say terrorist. I say somebody with an interesting story.
You looks at Barbara. Margot is looking for you. And
You mean Margot's stupid?
Yeah, sorry, Margot. Sorry, Margos is looking for you.
That was in character.
He wouldn't have said it wrong. He would have said it right. So I'm the stupid one.
Okay, no, I wouldn't call you stupid.
But I am. Margos is looking for you. They're offering 10,000 grams. And I'm gonna be honest, from what I've seen you do, I'm gonna ask for double when I finally tie you down. Otherwise, I might just keep you for myself.
Hey, no.
And you, looks at Seth. Pulsars are asking for $250,000, dead or alive. Apparently you've made quite the nuisance out of yourself, taking down half their drug ring.
See.
Now I don't try to get morals mixed up in what I'm doing. But honestly, every fucker I work for I hate just as much as the last. But with that much money, if I took all of you in, I'd be able to retire nice and young. But like I said, I ain't no fool. You all carry on with whatever you're doing. It looks like the people I was meant to make a delivery to didn't make it through the disaster here, so I'm gonna go and talk to the people who hired me. The next time we meet, though, don't expect things to go so civil. Were you gonna say something, Tristan?
So you're just walking away?
Yeah. I ain't gonna fight all of you. I ain't suicidal. Even with my special kit, I ain't gonna stand up to all of you. I mean, a shadow touched, somebody who spliced himself into one of the most lethal beings in the galaxy. He looks you up and down, Barbara. You? The robot? I'd die in a blink of an eye.
Is he really just saying that in front of all of us?
Yeah. And I'm trusting all.
He's like, oh fuck.
I'm trusting that all of you ain't the type to hold a petty grudge just because I took a contract. Professional courtesy and all that. And I mean, after all, Scout Corps don't take too nicely to indiscriminate killing. Nah, there ain't no contract on my head. You kill me and word gets out that you didn't have a good reason, you'll be out of the Scout Corps.
That's just someone else who will be hunting us down.
Hey, if you can get those contracts settled, I won't have any reason to. Then maybe you and me can have another dinner. He starts walking to his ship.
Oh yeah, Hopper kind of walked into that dinner a little bit of.
Yeah.
I remember. She's like,
you were in the sewers.
You're like, she was gonna like look at Barbara like, really?
Yeah, like I think everyone's gonna look at her and be like, the fuck?
It doesn't matter anyways.
Mackenzie is there with you.
My spine.
So we heading back to your monkey friend?
Monkey?
T-Dog, yes. T-Dog, we need to go see D-Dog.
Let's just go.
We're gonna go see T-Dog.
Alright. Let's go. She smacks
Goes
your
with
ass,
that ship.
Barbara, and walks on the ship.
Oh my god! Shit!
Yo.
I'm telling you, lesbians! 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 Lesbians!
Just
Lesbians!
yelling lesbians.
Something
Oh,
tells
she's
me
just yelling
Veneer
out
has a type.
Barbara stands out there a little longer and just like looks at all the corpses and just whispers, "I'm sorry," before walking away.
I don't have a type, I just wanted to scream that.
Seth is just screaming lesbians.
No, it's me! No, Seth would never say that. It's just me.
As
You
you
would
are all,
never call out lesbians.
as you're all boarding the ship, something catches your eye moving in the distance. A golden Roach-class ship is on approach.
Oh.
And that is the end of session.
No, 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 angry, no.
I'm okay with that session.
I think
I like that. I like that session.
a lot of
It
good
was a good-
character interaction.
Peace.
Tough,
How does everyone else feel? Huff?
tough.
I'm all good. I think it was a good session.
As long as you're not huffing paint.
What? What is it, Mindy?
Dude, Mindy just wants to
Doodle.
always roleplay. Sorry, Doodle wants to roleplay as much as they can.
Anger. Anger.
You know, we could have just killed them, guys. No one ever.
No.
would've ever.
No, they would have known.
It's fine. Mr. Stilson can get murdered, and then he can't he can't Dick Harper.
Who's Harper?
He's gonna
Who's
dick
Harper?
Hopper.
No. Barbara and Harper. Barbara's.
Wait,
the
who the fuck's
masculine-
Harper?
What do you
No,
mean
no.
Harper? Who's Harper?
The masculine version of Barbara.
Are you trying?
That's the-
Are you trying to say Hopper?
No.
Oh,
I got
the
Barbara.
masculine Barbara. Who is
Yeah.
a barber?
If Barbara became a man, their name would be Harper. I don't know if
Yes.
that.
Not Bob,
Is-
bro. No, that's terrible.
Not Barb.
Hey man, I don't know. I'm
Bobbert.
stupid. Okay?
No.
Listen, it's okay that you're stupid. We all love you anyway. I love you
I
because
assume-
you're stupid.
I assume Dick Hopper was
Hopper
just
wanted
what you
more
call
talk.
him because he hops from dick to dick.
Anyway.
Hopper wanted more talks with Mackenzie. Huff, huff, huff.
Well, you'll get
So
them
you
next
could- you
session.
could apply some
That
sick,
you
sick
said that
burns.
session.
You'll get it next session. Hope you've all been
You said that
enjoying.
last session.
Well, you did
you
have
said
a
that
whole
last
conversation. You did have a whole chunk of time to have conversations.
The last thing you said to her rocked her to her absolute fucking core.
You had,
Hopper.
pl-
I
you
mean,
had
Doodle. Fuck! No,
you had-
I'm doing it!
you had plenty of time to talk to them.
What do you mean time of? What do you mean plenty of time? Hopper was listening to her vent. Hopper's listening to her complain and compare. Hopper then want to put in her 2 cents, said her 2 cents, and then she threw a bitchy fit and wanted to ignore Hopper the entire time. How is that a conversation on my end?
Okay.
Well, sorry,
that's-
next time.
My
That means
God.
next month.
I'm gonna put a lemon
I'm just
drop in
kidding.
your mouth. Actually, I'm hoping to get another session done next week, if I'm not gonna lie.
Why
Anyway.
don't we just roleplay it now? Like,
Well, because he won't
retroactively.
let us. He won't let us.
The roleplay will be next session. End cards appearing. Love you
Won't
all
let
very
us.
much. Shut up for now.
This is why filmmakers write their script first.
Ta-ta. Everybody
I'm
say
gonna get
goodbye.
angry at my work.
Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
I didn't want
Bye.
to overstep my boundaries. And just remember this one thing, kids. If anybody offers you a cigarette, you just say no, thank you. That causes cancer. And the thing about cancer is it's incurable. So is anyone gonna cut me off? I'm running out of material.
My dad makes me smoke a whole pack of cigarettes every day 'cause he thinks it's funny.